What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Kia, and I'm back with another video. Today, and before we get into this video, I need to let y'all know the link is always in the description. This might not be a gaming video, but follow me on Twitch because we be cooking on Twitch. If you ain't know, I do my quarantine cooking show over there live on Twitch. So be sure to hit that follow button. That heart right there, that is how you follow me. It is free. Join the family. Turn your notifications on. That's that bell. Hit that bell. I need you to be there every time when I'm live. Following and subscribing are two different things, but you can subscribe for free as well. All you gotta do, link your Amazon Prime account, you get Twitch Prime, and when you get Twitch Prime, you get a free sub every month to your favorite streamer, who is, of course, me, okay? And when you subscribe, you get ad-free viewing, plus access to the sub-only emotes in the chat. And most of y'all might be new here. You can use those emotes in iMessage, okay? So go ahead and do that. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a fruity pebble no-bake cheesecake with rainbow layers on the inside. I was scrolling on my Explore page on Instagram, bored of course, quarantine of course, stay at home, I'm serious. And I saw a cheesecake recipe that was just like this, but I just changed the colors and they use regular Rice Krispies. I use Fruity Pebbles. I'll link the original recipe in the description below. But look, I want to show y'all how I made mine, and I hope y'all try to make it too. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let's get into it. So to start, you want to melt half a stick of butter in a large saucepan. A big one, okay? Because if it's not big, I'm gonna be honest, these marshmallows is gonna get a little messy. Look, a 10-ounce bag of mini marshmallows. Whip, whip, whip until it get nice and creamy. Hold on, look, there it go, right there. Oh, okay, look at that wrist work. Then you're gonna add in 6 cups of cereal. My choice of cereal was Fruity Pebbles. Like I said, you can use Rice Krispies, Cocoa Pebbles, whatever. Anything you want. And be sure to be careful when you stirring it, because you don't want cereal flying all over your stove and then it's going to be sticking because the sticky marshmallow. Look, certain problems in life you just don't need, okay? Next, you're gonna spray the bottom of the pan with some cooking spray. I don't care if it's not Pam, just spray it. I got that dollar store swag going on. Shout out to Pam, that's my mom, by the way. And if you ain't got cooking spray, you could go ahead and get some vegetable oil and use your hand, spread it on the bottom of the pan like grandma used to do back in the day. Shout out to grandma, okay? Shout out to home. Shout out to New Jersey. All right, but look, anyway, back to the cake. What you don't want to do is use the same sticky spoon that you use to scoop it out and try to make your crust, because it's not going to work. All right, take a cup. This is the measuring cup that I use to measure out my 6 cups of cereal. I went ahead and started forming a crust with the bottom of the cup. Now you can make your crust as thick as you want, as thin as you want. I made the bottom pretty thin, as you can see. I had to add a little extra right there, and I went right back to smoothing it out. And I tried to make the outer perimeter of the crust pretty thick so you could still have a cereal bar along with your piece of cheesecake. But this is how it should come out looking, okay? And you're gonna go ahead and throw that crust in the freezer while we get the filling together. The next thing you're gonna do is add 2 16-ounce packs of cream cheese. That's all you need, even though that is quite a bit. But look, we're gonna need to fill up these 6 pink bowls in the back. So then you add 2 14-ounce cans of sweetened condensed milk to the cream cheese in the bowl. And along with that, you also need 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Go ahead and add that. Extract, whatever. Then you want to take a spoon, whip, 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 just like I said with those marshmallows. But look, you want to do most of the wrist work with a spoon. A whisk is quite a bit. It's going to make it too watery, and the reason why I know that is because I used a whisk after, but it's okay, it still turned out perfectly fine. So look, whip it up and you got your cheesecake filling. The next thing you're going to do is take that filling and fill up these 6 bowls that I had mentioned. You need to make sure you have enough for each of the colors for each layer of the cake, of course. So boom, you're gonna go ahead and add the red food coloring. Doesn't matter if you use liquid food coloring, gel food coloring. The red was not bright enough for me though, that was more pink. So I'm gonna be honest, I kept adding red. Speaking of adding red, even with the orange was too light. So you could go ahead and add red to that if you have the same problem I had. Look, whip, whip, whip. Like I've been saying, add a little bit more orange and then boom. Look at that bright, beautiful orange. Fun fact, orange is my favorite color. But anyway, you're gonna go ahead and keep repeating the same process over and over and over until you got every color of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. The green was pretty light, so I went ahead and added more food coloring. Do not worry, the food coloring does not change the taste at all. So add as much food coloring as you want to get those colors popping like they supposed to be. All right, so the next thing you want to do is take your crust out of the freezer, and you are going to scoop that first layer into the bottom of your crust. And after that, of course, you want to smooth it out as flat as possible. And one thing that I gotta stress, please freeze this for at least 1 hour and 30 minutes. You have to freeze each layer. Look, after you freeze that first layer, you can move on to the second one, but please be sure to freeze these for the right amount of time. The original recipe told me to freeze them for 30 minutes. Only 30 minutes per layer, and trust me, that did not work out. I don't know if they was using a deep freezer, an industrial warehouse freezer, I don't know, but I'm just using my regular freezer in my kitchen, and obviously it ain't that cold. So freeze them. Please do freeze them for 1 hour and 30 minutes each. So between each color, you do have to freeze it, and then you can move on to the next one. It does take a long time, of course, but hey, it's a whole day project, and it comes out very nice in the end, so it's worth it. For the last layer, you want to use this cake cutter and just smooth it out. Get it real nice and professional. Ooh, I love the way it came out with this cake cutter, but I don't like this cake cutter because I didn't expect it to be that sharp, and I cut my freaking finger with it. Once you added every layer of your cheesecake to your crust, you can actually put it in the freezer and leave it there for hours. When I say hours, I mean hours. I actually ended up leaving mine overnight because I froze mine for like an hour, and I took it out and attempted to cut it, and it didn't go right. And I'm also going to show that in this video as well. So yeah, let's continue on. After the cake is settled, you're going to go ahead and take it out the pan. This is the reason why it is suggested to use a spring form pan, because you know you can just snap that off and take it away, and the cake is right there in your face. But me, I was struggling to take it out of this pan, but I got it out nonetheless. I got it out, all right? The next part is just something I decided to add a little special cute touch to the top, because I didn't have like buttercream or whipped cream to put on the top with sprinkles like they did in the original recipe. I used my own mini cereal bars, and I added them to the top of the cake, and it looked so good, okay? But here's where everything goes wrong. I told you guys, I did not freeze the cake long enough. I froze the cake for as long as the recipe told me to, but come to find out it was not long enough, because look how my cake came out. And shout out to my Instagram folks for still saying, Kia, you did that. Somebody said, look, it's just a tie-dye cake. It might not be rainbow layers, but it's tie-dye. But this is not what we want, okay? But I say, you know what? I'm putting this back in the freezer.
The next day.
So the next day, I took it out the freezer, and as you can see, there is a piece of cake that is missing. I actually cut it to see if the layers were coming in last night, and they were. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it this morning and show you what happens if you freeze it for long enough. Look what happens when you freeze it like you're supposed to, baby. So there we have the finished product. If you follow all the steps correctly, your cake will come out just like this. Drop in the comment section what you guys think below, and also be sure to hit that like button. If you are new, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. See you later.